Going on, everyone? I almost totally missed my intro and didn't hit the buttons to kick live. I was sitting here during the countdown and I noticed my mic was ready to fall off my freaking mic stand or the boom arm here, and I was playing around with it, and then all of a sudden I looked and it's like hit the subscribe button. I'm like, holy crap, we're here already. Anyway, what's going on? It's Saturday. We're live streaming. We're live. And I see you over there, Jock McMiner. What is happening? I see you, Scafer. What's happening over in the Twitch there? Doing fine this Saturday evening. And I also see you guys hanging out in the Tubester here, obviously. I don't even remember what my goals are for the Twitchter, but I see that Jock McMiner said, everyone head on over to the Twitchter. 7 more followers needed to meet the next goal. I'm not even sure what the next goal is. That's like a couple million, isn't it? I think so. No, I'm just kidding. Imagine. That'd be awesome, but it's not. Anyway, I don't even know what it is. So let's do a quick roll call here. We do see The Pirate, Jacob A, J-Rod D, K, Hashaholic, Grey Wolf, The Pirate again. Squirrel Master, what's going on? We got Steve Slacko. We got Monkey Dude, Squirrel Master. We got Mr. Roberts. Scrolling on here. Why did it jump on me now? So early. What do we got? P. Dollar, first time 13. Mike Vega's in the house. Angelino Cervantes, and I think we got everyone. If I didn't, just yell at me. So how you guys all doing? Remember to set chat to subscribe roll. Yeah, I did that earlier. I would, during the countdown, I checked on, I better make sure this is still in that mode, and it was. I don't know why it wasn't that time. There must have been some updates happening over on the Tubester side of things, and all of a sudden it went back to like default settings in terms of allowing anyone to chat or not. Or should we keep the mods on the toes and put it to anyone chat mode, huh? You know, sometimes it's good to do that up. See if everyone's awake. That was definitely a wake-up call. Things got pretty insane there. Crossbow Mining, what's going on? Hi, how's it going? I started mining STC again. STC, which one is that? Which one's STC? Let's find out. STC. Starcoin? The Expo. Which one's Starcoin? Kryptonite STC. So it's another Kryptonite coin. So yeah, I'm not sure what this is. What is Starcoin? I don't know what STC is. I'm not sure. I don't know what the hash rate on anything is. I don't know what it's paying out per day because the emissions is it's blanked out here. So we have to fire all that stuff into the spreadsheet to see what it's paying miners per day. So that would be one thing to maybe check out. ASIC, gold shell ASICs. Is that new? Is that? No, wait. What's that one ASIC that, out of nowhere, I didn't even know, I'd never heard of it, and it just, then I never heard of it since. Like, they released this miner that no one's even heard of. It was for like a D-pin or something. You guys remember that? What was that? A few months ago, there's some D-pin ASIC that gold shell had, and I can't remember what it's called. And then after that day, I'm totally forgot about it. I never heard about it since. Did anything ever happen of it? Star Power ever going mainnet? See, that's what I think when I think Star Power is, or Starcoin. I was thinking of the Star Power thing with the crypto plugs and stuff. And that's a good question. Are they ever going mainnet? You would imagine so. I don't know when, so we'll just have to kind of wait and see. But I don't know what they all got going on currently, but hopefully they do. I don't even, I gotta check mine, see if I'm still earning anything or not, because there's 3 stages or 2 stages. I can't remember the major stages initially right now in the beta and stuff, or whenever they switch, but it was just proof of being on, so you have to have them on. And then the next step was proof of power consumption, which means you instead of having them on, which you're getting right now, you get an X amount depending on your device. Each device gets 15 coins a day or something, or a week, I can't remember. And then it's going to go to actually the amount of power that you're actually using plugged into it. So then it's like proof of usage type of thing, where you actually have to, the more power you use into it, obviously don't burn it up, don't go over its limitations of your circuits or that plugger at all. And then it's going to pay you based on the amount of power that you use each day or week based on that. And then the third step is, I can't really remember off the top of my head, but hopefully it's going into there. Lord Black, who else is mining Quai? Yeah, what's going on with Quai lately anyway? Quai. I got a DM from someone from Quai, I think about Tangem. I think they want me to help them ask Tangem to get Quai added into Tangem. which, you know, obviously would be great. It'd be nice to get as many proof of work coins in the Tangem as absolute possible. You know, I think that'd be awesome. A one-stop shop wallet for everything is obviously something we desperately need, because it's always, oh, this wallet, and then this wallet, and then this wallet, or only the core wallet, or whatever, right? So it'd be nice to kind of do that. So where's Kwai? Do I have Kwai in my watch? I'm pretty sure I do. How's it doing? QUA. Okay, what's good? Oh, Kwai Network. There it is. How you doing, Kwai? Oh. How you doing? Come on. Oh, man. Come on. 7 days. Come on. Can we see any upward trend here? No. No. So Kwai's an interesting one. Obviously, right at release here, it peaked, and then it's been going downhill. It didn't do a super massive peak like a lot of others. And when it first opened, a lot of miners are kind of upset. They were expecting it to open a lot higher than what it did. And obviously, it made early mining profits not look entirely hot. Now, usually when a coin first releases, they spike like crazy, and then all of a sudden they go up to die. So Kwai never really had a major spike. So I'm hoping this is a reversal good thing, because, you know, instead of having the spike and then down to nothing like we see, and then it just stays flatline, hopefully, you know, we get this little spike here, but hopefully because it opened low and stuff like that, maybe it'll gradually reverse and do the opposite and go the other way. I don't know if that's going to happen. Obviously, we're just hopeful. I don't really have much Kwai. I don't know if I really even mind it. So that kind of sucks. But, you know, if it does do that, great for everyone doing that. If it doesn't, well, yeah, rough times. Travelers Travels, just looking around. Oh, yeah, you got a wrench now. You got a wrench. Everyone be careful. He's got a wrench and he's not afraid to throw him. I just got back from selling an MSI 3080 Ventus, 3 for $350. Is that a good deal? 3 of them for $350 each, or you sold all 3 for only $350? It's probably $350 each, but yeah, I'm not sure what the USD calculation is, what prices of this stuff is right now. Be careful with some of the new coins going to Tangem. I sent 200k Zether from K1 pool and never showed up. Must be a different chain. Zether. Yeah, that's speaking of that, you know, I'm gonna look that up right now. I'm gonna open up my Tangem. Obviously, I can't show you guys that stuff, but let's have a look. Like, what chain is it? You got to be really careful. I don't know why a lot of these wallets do that, like adding in other chains. Like, what was the other coin that's popular and people want it? Oh, lithium. It was a lithium, wasn't it? Before it is actually have the native chain in there, but they added like Ethereum version instead first, and they're like, oh yeah, lithium's added now. Everyone say, oh, all right, lithium's added, and you know, it was Ethereum chain. Like, why? Like, I hate it when stupid coins do this all the time. I'm not calling a lithium a stupid coin, but like, start with your main, like even Tangem, general, get everything on main chain. Worry about your stupid, you know, layer 2s and forks and bridges and crap later on. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know why anybody does that stuff first. So I'm just going to open up my Tangem here right quick just to see. I'm going to look up Zether and see what chain it may possibly be. Zether. I know you guys can't see any of this, so I apologize. But I'm curious if I remember how to do this. Nope, not that button. Let's see here. Zether. There's Zether. Okay, click on it. Add to portfolio. Oh yeah, right on it. When you click to add Zether, ZTH into it, it says BNB Smart Chain BEP20. So the only Zether they have is BNB Smart Chain. So Zether is it's the BNB chain, not native chain. Just so you know, I just went in there, I searched Zether on the bottom of the app, and then to click it on, it says BNB Smart Chain BEP20 enable. You have to check that there. So it straight says it's the Binance chain on it. So yeah, they're not using the main chain. So, you know, that sucks. You sent all those coins to it, but it says right on it that it's BNB. All right. So we got that looked at. What do we got here? Same with Larissa coin, but only 70. Larissa coin? Oh, That's the one where they started running those nodes and stuff, kind of like the ETC POW people. I remember that. What do we got here? A certain member of the mining community whose name starts with a T and ends in seems to be selling all of his 170 H800. Very surprised by this move. That is interesting. Is there something new coming out of there? The 220s or whatever they're called finally releasing or something? But that's interesting. Selling all the 170s on eBay. You're 100% sure that's him selling them on eBay? Well, I guess so. So they must have all that, fancy BIOSes. And how many did he have? He had quite a bit. Talked about him a lot too. All the time, constantly, actually. So yeah, it's interesting that he's getting rid of those. Aren't those, I wonder what he's trying to swap them into. What his plans are. Are they still, let's come into GPUs here. Like, they're still the best thing for Zealous, aren't they? CMP 170. Oh, well, yeah, it's looking kind of rough. 12-cent power. They're breaking even. Oh my God. Like, I haven't looked at this for like a week or something. Since last weekend, I think. Breaking even on Able. And everything else is negative. That is rough. 12-cent power. What's, like, I don't even know what's you guys' power price right now. Most of you guys, like, are you at 10 cents? Are you at 12 cents? Like 10-cent power is 9-cent profit, which obviously sucks. I don't know. Like, I think the average power price for most people looking around is probably an even ground of 15 cents. I would say this is 15 cents right now. And obviously there are people with a lot higher and there's people there with a lot lower. But, I'm thinking the average is probably around 15 cents at this point. You're at 19 euros. So that's like 22 cent USD and like 30 some cent Canadian. That's insane. 27 cent power there. 11 to 12 on peak and off. 11 to 12 on peak and off peak. How much is Zephyr? Just to see how much I lost. How much is Zephyr? Let's have a look. Is Zephyr on CoinMarketCap? How many coins did you send? Zephyr. This is Zephyr sold. None of these are the right ones. All right, let's go to, we're going to have to go to this. See what Zephyr is on here. So it's, oh my gosh, there's a lot of zeros in there. How many coins did you send? So I'll try and do this calculation right quick. How many zeros? 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros. 0.1234. 15 times however many coins you sent. 200K. Oh, don't worry. You have nothing to worry about. You lost $3. 0.1234. Yeah, 40. The price is 0. Then there's 400,000,000,015 times 200,000 is only 3. You lost $3. So I don't think it's much to worry about at this point in time. Now, obviously, if Zephyr goes to $1, you're gonna be hating life. But will it hit? Is it gonna go? No, this is Zephyr we're talking about. We're not. There's no $1 things happening. Yes, until it pumps. How is a token mineable? So no name. That's a good question on token. It all depends on the token. Example, Ton coin. Like, there's different ways you can do it. So some tokens are technically a proof of work side, and they have, you earn the tokens through straight proof of work. Other tokens are in contracts. So you mine, they open up mining tools. I think Toncoin was kind of like that, where there was a certain contract distributed with an X amount of coins in a large bag, and it was distributed to miners. That's how early Toncoin mining kind of went through. Obviously, you can't mine Toncoin anymore, but that was through a contract and a big bag there. That was once, it was all mined out. It was done. It only lasted 6 to 8 months. I can't remember. Other ones, they have X amount in contracts set. Most of it's done through contracts, I guess, is the best way to say it. But, some are mined with other coins, and some you just get on the side product, as mining other coins. So that's how you get, a lot of those type of token thingamajiggers. It was Graham on the Ton blockchain. No, Ton first. That's Grant. No, that's after. But first Ton coin but this is before Grant. This is like 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 4 years ago. Was it last bull run we were mining Ton? Maybe it was 4 or 5 years ago. I can't remember. But originally, Ton, there was a crap ton of Ton that was distributed to miners. People were mining Ton coin. And a whole bunch of people got that, and it pumped huge, like over the last couple of years. So if you're holding it since you were mining it, you made a lot of money mining that Ton coin. Now there's all these coins are being built on top of Ton, and that's where you got this Gram coin and things like that. But a long time ago, 4 or 5 years ago, we were mining Ton coin before all this Gram and stuff was ever even thought up and imagined about. So yeah, kind of like that. Yeah, last bull run. So yeah, it was about 4 years ago then. But that we were mining Ton coin. I remember dual mining Ton and ETH. Yeah, maybe it was dual mining Ton and ETH. I can't 100% remember, but I do remember. You know what? I might even have a video on it here somewhere. Let's just do this. How to mine Ton coin. Like, let's just Google that and see what pops up. Like, I don't know if it's here anymore. Videos. And here's a whole bunch. Oh, right here. Rabid mining. How to solo mine Ton coin, Hive OS and Windows. Right here. This is mine right here. Because that's my rocket ship I put in some videos. That's me. So yeah, this was in January 17th of 2022. So yeah, right at the end, Bitcoin peaked at this point, like the month prior to this. So yeah, right in last bull run here going to the end is when we were mining some Ton coin action. I lost over $800 worth of Ton on the bridges. Yeah, bridges suck. This just shouldn't be invented. So many people lose so many coins on bridges. Bridges is where all the hacks always happen. Bridging coins to multiple chains, I think, is really stupid in my mind. But, obviously all these people are doing it for some reason. So there's probably a benefit to it, but I don't know. I think it's dumb. I think it's totally horrible. Okay, what do we got going? Wow, there's a whole bunch of chats going on over in the Twitch there stuff there. I've had some solar for about 3 years. No regrets, despite those upfront costs. Power prices only rising. That's true. At the point, add more batteries to get wood deal. I've wanted solar for a long time, but now only power. The other problem is energy prices rise. So does solar cost, supply and demand prices always go up. That's one thing. I only got a year or two left, maybe, of my current locked-in rate. Now, if I'm lucky, they'll just, automatically renew that same old contract and keep going without anything. But if they don't, the current rate, like right now, I'm locked in at 6.5 cents Canadian power. And if it goes up, and if I lose that contract, I think the current lowest rate right now would be, I think it's around 9 to 12 cents. So that's going to be, almost double on that side. Plus they got the third party fees. Like my power price, that's going to be bad. So I might have to look into solar stuff more openly and, more aggressively instead of just being like solar sucks. Because the way I'm at right now, solar is not really worth it for me. I have been thinking of maybe a small 500 to 800 watt, off-grid little system just to run super cheap little miners like the Apollo, the V2X and stuff, which is only 170 watts at 1.2 gigahash. One panel could run that thing, run it during the day while the sun's out, especially with summer coming up. That's pretty much free power there for hopefully not too much of a setup. But obviously, if you want to build a complete setup for an entire mining farm, that's going to be in the hundreds of thousands of dollars, and it'll never ROI for the power price that I'm currently paying. So it's not worth for me to go, you don't get all this crazy solar stuff, because based on the power difference that I'm paying between my power bill and ROI in a solar system, that's worse than buying a Kaspa miner right now in terms of ROI. I'd probably ROI a Kaspa miner, which we know is not very good, like a KS2 right now, which absolutely sucks, would probably ROI faster than a solar system would ROI at my power price. So that's how bad it's, solar for my power prices actually is. It's very bad, not worth it. It's stupid to actually do a huge upgrade like that. Panda vote yes to become part of the USA. I highly doubt that, but okay. I highly doubt that. There's no chance in hell. No offense to anybody, but I just say it. Don't have any plans to ever be part of the U.S. ever. Alberta voted. Alberta has not voted to do that at all. There's some stupid rumor and some United States person is making YouTube videos saying how Alberta wants to do this. That is 100% false. So I don't even know how he's getting away with this, but like 99% of people in Alberta do not want to go to the States. So I don't know where all these rumors, and I see in YouTube videos and shorts say Alberta does want to. That is entirely not the case at all. Isn't Red Panda and Rabid based in America's 51st? No, actually, I think you guys are in our extra province. I think that's how it works. Canadians are too nice to me. See, there you go. Make Alberta American again. A mix of solar plus windmills plus batteries would be cool. That would be very expensive. Wouldn't like I don't even know how the whole or wind power. How does the whole wind power thing work? Like, I'm not even sure. Like, they don't generate that much actual power, do they? Like, they generate power, obviously, but like, you need thousands of them to do anything. Have you checked out Neptune MPT on Safe Trade? Privacy quantum proof chain from scratch, couple big. Oh my gosh, you just gave me cringes. Rugram, as soon as you said Safe Trade, I just got cringes because I'm always getting spammed with some type of different Safe Trade comment on some video. So I blocked the entire safe word. Safe Trade, that entire word phrase is blocked. So if you ever try to say in a comment anything to do with Safe Trade, it's not going to go through. And he just gave me cringes seeing Safe Trade. I almost hit the ban button. I'm like, what is going on with this Safe Trade again? Oh, man, that's crazy. Canadians will want to join the U.S. after they stop paying for the way of life. You know, I find this funny. There's a one YouTuber guy that I'm watching, and the wife watches and stuff. He's from the U.S. and he's really looking into everything because, you know, the way it sounds is the U.S. doesn't really know anything that's going on. It sounds like Trump is inflating and making up a lot of numbers. You know, I'm not trying to be on any fence here, but there's a lot of stuff that people are being told down there that is absolutely like no accuracy whatsoever, and numbers are heavily inflated, and it's not as good as Trump is saying it's being, and it's not as bad in terms of trade stuff that Trump is being led on to tell everybody. So he is lying through his teeth, and a lot of people are eating it up. And this guy I've been watching, he's actually been looking into it. He's like, wow, there's so many things we're being told down here through our news, through the, you know, through the White House and everything in general that we have no clue about, and nothing is really adding up. So I'm not going to get in the middle and say anything. I just want to say that a lot of stuff that you guys are hearing down there and what Trump is saying is pretty much not accurate at all. So I'm just going to leave it at that because, you know, we don't want to get into politics here. We're here about mining. Let's just talk about mining stuff. Anyway. Let's just go on. Where are we at here? It says 4 kilowatts. That's what makes imperfect in 24 hours. What? That's what makes it perfect. Oh, makes it perfect in 24 hours. 4 kilowatts. What are we talking about? Now I missed it. Where are we at there? Safe Trade is the only place to sell Varus coin decently. Is it really? What all is there for? Let me see. Let's go to Varus. What exchanges is all in that? I saw Safe Trade. Is Safe Trade the Alberta one? No. There's an Alberta exchange, and I can't remember which one it is. It's not Safe Trade, is it? Maybe I'm thinking of a different one, different platform then. Crap, I don't know where. If you're being accessed from here, Safe Trade login, you're all new signups. Oh, maybe if you're from Canada. Maybe this is the one. I think I remember in the live stream while back, a year ago maybe, that Safe Trade people were actually in here, and they said they're actually from the exchange is actually an Alberta-based exchange here. So maybe that is. So maybe I did use that one. And I was just thinking, I don't know. I always forget. There's so many. Some exchanges have so many of the same names. Maybe it wasn't Safe Trade. It was Safe Trader. I don't even know. So many different things going on. Where are you hosting Stratums at in the Middle East? Safe Trade is also Albertan originally. Yeah, that's what I mean. It's also in the Alberta. That's what I meant. That's what we're trying to talk about. I remember that one now. Safe Trade is the Alberta-based one. So yeah, that's interesting. Endax, Alberta. Safe Trade originally Alberta. Okay. So yeah, so it's like my neighbor. That's our exchange right here. I think I remember that because I never used to read the whole thing. As soon as I clicked on it, I saw the writing in the top left. And I was like, oh, great. I can't even use this exchange. I can't use this. But really, it was just saying, wait, another 5 to 10 seconds and it'll let you through. But I was always seeing that writing. And I was like, oh, great. Can't use this one. Can't use this one. Can't use this one. And I just, kind of went through things. So I think that's where the whole Safe Trade thing started. And then finally, I think he showed up in my live stream. He was like, hey, you don't work from Alberta. You can actually get into this. I was like, really? And yeah, I did. Because, I didn't read it all. Escaper planning a vacation to Red Deer. Yeah, he was trying to tank all my enforcement. Okay, I don't want to read too much of these comments here that have to deal with all the political stuff. We're not here to talk about that. I'm driving to you now. You're lying. No, you're not. I thought it was like a month. I still have to clean stuff. I'm going broke. So Panda bought all my CPU rigs. I'm gonna do a video and stuff on this here pretty, sometime this weekend, maybe during the week. Calgary here. Man, it's been snowing for like 2 or 3 days or something like that. Imagine the playlist in Panda's car on the road trip. What? So you guys can't hear nothing? Is it back? Is it back? Am I back now? What's happening here? I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna hit the refresh here on the stream. You guys hear me now? What is happening? Am I getting hacked? Go to that. Go back to live chat. So did you guys hear anything I said at all about this? You guys mention anything? So Panda bot. Can you guys hear me now? No sound. It's back. People are saying no sound. Now it's back. Hit refresh. Hit refresh or something. It's not back? Sound works for you. It never stopped working for me. I don't know what's going on. Didn't hear anything after making a video next week. All right, so yeah, anyway, I'll be making a video sometime, this weekend, next week or so about that. Panda gave me some money. He had to mortgage his house. He sold pretty much everything he owns. He needs a place to stay now because he bought out my CPU farm. It's super expensive. So now he has to rent out my basement. That's all a joke, guys. That's not really happening. But anyway, so I got it up, most of it all in Kaspa there. And now all of a sudden Kaspa crashed. And now it's like I gave it to him for free. But obviously he paid me on his end, so he paid it. But then my receiving end crashed down to nothing because in the past 48 hours, it went down an entire cent. I took a screenshot like, okay, all right, 7.4 cents is break even on this. And now it's at 6.4. And that's lost like, I don't even know, $900 or something in 24 hours. Absolutely horrible. Never hold Kaspa. I'm hoping I just get like 10 cents again. That'd be good. And I'm watching it crash. I need to go get my teeth and stuff done, and then I'm losing more and more money every day because of all this tariff stuff kicking. It's the end of the month. We should have known this was happening, right? End of the month. It's been doing this since what? For the past 2 months. End of the month, close to tariffs. Everything crashes. We get a week into the next month here. Everything starts to go back up again. Everything's halted for another month. And then, we get back to the end of the month and then everything crashes again because it keeps getting delayed every single month. It's like market manipulation. Obviously, I think some big rich people this is like insider trading with the... All right, so we're going to sell all our stuff now and announce tariffs. Now we're going to buy all our stuff back because it crashed and we're going to take off the tariffs. That seems like what is kind of going on here for the past 3 months, huh? Playing the markets like a fiddle. Do I have fiber? No, my internet is absolutely horrible. Horrible internet. And it seems like it's getting worse as time goes by. My internet absolutely sucks. So, I only got 50 down, and my up is supposed to be 10, and I'm only getting 4. So, my internet is horrible. Absolutely horrible. I can't do anything. I can't do any of the special AI stuff. I can't run any fact-horn rigs at all. I can't do nothing when it comes to anything to do with bandwidth. I'm limited severely. You're making a killing shorting. See, Yusuf short the crap out of everything. Selling crypto to pay bills. Get Starlink. It's expensive. It's $400 or $500 just to get here. Plus, it's $150 a month. That is insane. That is insane. And plus, people, I still don't know if they made it any better because there's everyone is saying don't live stream with it. Make sure you have backup internet because, it goes down all the time when you're trying to live stream and stuff. So I don't know. I'm not, I don't know. I thought about Starlink a few times, but then I was like, you know what? I see so many people saying that don't live stream a Starlink and stuff like that. So I don't know. I don't think it'd be worth the price if it goes down all the time. Internet keep. Well, I'm kind of out in the country though. If I lived in the city, like Panda, he's hooking up himself some gigabyte internet, so he's all in on everything. That's absolutely awesome. That requires bandwidth, but you know, you got to live in a city and things like that. And I don't like cities. I don't like where there's a lot of people. I like to be nice and quiet, you know, out in the country, you know, small town type of areas like that. That way it's peaceful and relaxing. You can do whatever you want and not have to worry. And, you know, bigger yards, obviously, more room for stuff, build sheds, build solar if you need. You know, you need the space. You go to a big city, you're limited on space. Everything's more expensive and it's, you know, sucks. But you get better internet. So obviously you got to kind of compromise. I got better space, better value for my land and house, but I have crappy internet for it. Do you think that Apollo V2X would be worth to get to mine with solar? Well, yeah, if you have solar, like I said, like the V2X is only what, 177 watts. So you got a 350 watt panel, you know, you're good. You're good to run that thing as long as the sun is out for free. You know, obviously it's still not making a killing. You know, crypto prices are down like crazy, but like, imagine if I wish we could go back in time. Imagine when the X44 releases. You grab that thing, go back to 2021, mine yourself the crap ton of Ethereum, and call yourself good. That would be the play. We need time machines with better miners. Imagine that. Everyone's running GPUs, and here you are coming in with an X44, even the V2H, you know, at 1.2 gigahash at 170 watts. When everyone's mining on 3060 Ti's, 61 mega hash at 133 watts. Like, absolutely insane. It's like, no, I'm doing good. Mining's good. I got $1 power, and you're still making massive profit. Oh, man. Oh yeah, I guess go back before that, before it all pumps for sure. Go back to like 2017 or something, 2018. Mines yourself some Ethereum when there's like no hash rate on it. Then wait till 2021. You got a time machine, so you can actually just go back to day one Ethereum, mine the crap out of it, you know, mine it for a month or two. Fast forward, go back into freaking 2021 peak, sell it there, go back in time again, and just keep doing that. Because you got a time machine. You can just keep bouncing back and forth. Day one, there you go. Day one Bitcoin. Go back to day one Bitcoin. But what if you fast forward in time too long and you can't go back and then Bitcoin is at zero? What if it doesn't become what we thought it would become? I'm just kidding. That's not the case. Bitcoin to 1 million. Let's go. Livestream said so right at the start. Are you mining Zano? I'm not mining anything right now. The only coins I am mining this very second is Dogecoin. And Aleo, I think. Yeah, Aleo and Doge are the only things I am currently mining at this point, just present moment in time. I still got to look in to see what to mine, where to mine, what's going on. And I'm still behind on everything. Remember, I've been like MIA for 3 months. So I'm trying to catch up and see what's going on. I have 21 170HXs and 14 100 210 CMPs on 50,000 watt solar and 130 kilowatt hours battery mining, 2.2 millihash Zealous for free. Nice. That's pretty good. That's pretty nice. Hey, Panda, did you get a message from, are you still there, Panda, by the way? I'm not sure if he's still here. He went somewhere. He went into a store. We got a bunch of interesting, as you know, we've been selling a bunch of hardware and stuff, and I got a few DMs of some interesting proposals, but again, you're not 100% sure. But one is from Monero Ocean. I guess they got like a massive solar farm and they were willing to host like most of my equipment at 50-50, which means they'd host it for free. All like everything, just run it around for free because they had like 500, like they had crap ton of like a massive solar farm and it's hardly being used. They're just, you know, finished getting it up and stuff. But anyway, this comes from Monero Ocean and, they were willing to host all the stuff at a 50-50 hash rate split. Like I'm like, wow, that sounds too good to be true. It's probably a scam or something. But like, you know, so I had a couple proposals like that where I could host it for hash rate splits and stuff. But like, imagine if anything was like that was real. Imagine running everything for free, but losing 50% hash. It's like, well, yeah, they'll never see it again. Gone. Oh man! But yeah, they said they'd reach out. Oh, there you are, Pat. I've had emails like that. No, someone, but the same person I was just talking with. I said I was gonna reach out to Pat, and I know, and he was saying like I'm from Monero Ocean. You know, I was like, this is our platform. We have this. You know, blah blah. Like it sounded like they were like real, but I have no idea for 100% sure. And then right after that, I had a few emails from different people the same thing. So now I'm like, this kind of is not really adding up. But yeah, crazy stuff. Power is 50 cents a kilowatt here. Oh, 50-cent power. I'll be running everything for free to solo Bitcoin. The boomer panda got back. I sent all my hardware off to Russia and lost it all. There you go. I lost all my mining hardware. That'd be a good video, huh? That'd be a sad video. Monero Ocean seems kind of half dead. Never add removes new coins. Well, it all depends how you look at it. There haven't really been any new coins. Monero Ocean usually only adds coins that look like they have promising value for the future. They don't want to just keep adding all these coins in for, you know, no point when it's just going to be dead in a month or, you know, a week or something. Now, the whole point of Monero Ocean is obviously to get more Monero. And, you know, having any other alternative other than straight Monero is better than mining straight Monero anyway if you're trying to stack Monero. So, you know, I do think Monero Ocean is still if you truly want Monero, is the best way to get Monero is through the Monero Ocean platform. I have about 47 terahash pointed at solo BTC right now. Nice, good stuff. I like effing with them. Thanks, Maskless. You know what I'm talking about. Everyone else has no idea. Maskless, what are we talking about? Bleach, scrolling up. I gotta see what he's saying. I'll be running everything for free to solo Bitcoin. Where's Mask? Where's Mask say? Mask, good luck, Bleach. What's happening? I don't know what's going on. Okay, I don't know what's catching on. I have been getting good bids on the Can-Am miner, but I'm really up in the air if I want to just send that to hosting and solo frickin' Bitcoin. But you know, the bids are getting pretty high on that thing. It's almost like, oh my gosh, I have to sell it. Like, you know, it would almost be kind of dumb to say no. You've been mining Dero last 24 hours. Dero's they've been dropping some hash rate, huh? What do we got in Coin 360? Ah, too much red. I don't want to look at this. So much red. Bad. Where is Dero? You know, let's just look at. Oh, mine pull stats back here. Dero. What do we got? 75 mega hash. Yeah, it's not too bad. I can't remember what it peaked at. What did it get to originally? 75 mega hash. It used to be way higher than that. Now, hopefully Dero does something. I really like Dero to do some good things. Like, what did it do last round? It was $25 it hit. Now it's only at 29 cents. You imagine the gains from 29 cents to $25. Like, I'm good if this hits $10 to $15. I'm happy with Dero's price at $10 to $15. I don't even care. But we do have the Batman head here. You know, we need some eyes right here. And the Batman. We need the Bitcoin moon to rise to summon the Batman again. But right now we're just a flood of blood water from the penguin. Or something. I don't know. There's my chart reading skills. That's all we get from here. But it'd be nice if, you know, I'm happy at $10 to $15 Dero. I'm good with that, especially coming in from only 29 cents right now. Imagine the hash rate, though, if Dero hits $10. That would be absolutely insane. The hash rate would frickin' explode. Now, one thing I am worried about, and I think Doge is a good example to show this, maybe, is, you know, is altcoin season done? Is it over? Like, I don't want to say it's different this time. It's not. We're still in the cycles where it should be. But obviously what's happening in the White House, that is different with all the tariffs in, out. So we're not actually getting a chance to have an altcoin season, which kind of sucks. Because usually, you know, for the big run-ups like Doge and stuff, you need about a 2-month pump. So if we're seeing tariffs on and off every month, we're not going to get the time for that to actually happen to a major peak. So maybe Doge already peaked. So if we look here, like we've seen a pump already from where are we? We've seen a solid 1 month pump. So we got January, February, March, April. That's 2021 to here. So solid 1 month pump from here to here is what we got in the last bull run. You know, technically you can say it started here and it went high, but the straight pump was from April. So next month, this month coming up in just a few days, we're at the same time frame here, and we went from the 10th to the peak of the 4th. So a solid 1 month thing happening here. Now we already seen a Doge pump happen here that was pretty big, and it went from, what do we got? It's kind of ran up from right here. So what is that, October-ish? Yeah, so that's October, and it pumped. It had a 2 month pump right here to 45 cents. But because we're only seeing, like quick 1 month pumps, we may have already hit the peak, and we're not gonna see Doge go past that. So that kind of sucks. That sucks that we might have missed the boat. Maybe the high for this cycle was at 45 cents here on Doge, and that'd be horrible if it is, but there is a good chance that it could. And some coins do peak. They don't have to be 2025. Like in 2021, there were coins that peaked towards the end of 2020. So now we're seeing the end of 2024, which is the same as 2020. Maybe that was Doge's peak. This could be all it's over with, and we're done. That could have been the wave 1 of altcoin season right there. And now we're waiting for wave 2. And wave 2 will consist of different coins from wave 1. And then wave 3 will consist of different coins from wave 1 and 2. And, kind of like that. And then all of a sudden we got the late stragglers that could follow, hit their peak in January of 2026. Could happen. Like Flux did. It hit its peak in 2022 instead of 2021. So it was kind of late bloomer. Some coins happen, but some peak before, some peak during the main year, and others peak, really early after. So we don't know. Hopefully that's not the case. And, maybe all the tariffs and everything will just be dropped and we get to have our bull run again and everything will be awesome. But I don't know. It's rough times right now. Maybe the frickin' Doge, maybe this peaked and we don't know. That'd suck if it did, but I hope it didn't. I hope we still have a peak coming. April 16th is tax time deadline. Tax time. I'm just straight up buying more coins of all types. That's the way to go. That's the way to go. USA has always paid tariffs. Now it's payback. Which tariff? Okay, I don't want to get into politics stuff, but I'm curious. Usually I asked this question the other day on Twitter or something because everyone's like, whatever. And I said, what are the major tariffs that you always hear about that you're always paying and everything's always coming in? And I hear it's the dairy, the milk and dairy products is a major one that I guess is being pushed in the States. But did you guys actually ever look into how it actually works? Dairy and everything between Canada and the U.S., it's free trade. There's actually zero tariffs. There is 250% tariffs if you hit a certain quota and you need more eggs, you got to bring more in. Then there's the tariffs. But 99.9% is free trade, zero tariffs on the dairy and the milk products. But Trump is telling everyone that they have 200, 300, 400% tariffs. Now, that's only happened once in the last 8 years that you actually have to pay the tariffs. One time in 8 years. Other than that, it's always been free trade. There's been zero tariffs on eggs and dairy and milk and stuff. So, I don't know. That's a major one that always comes up, and it's actually a free trade thing. It looks like I'll be growing a bunch of maple trees. Maple trees. I want my own maple trees, but those are all in Quebec and stuff, so that sucks. Kwai, is that like Warthog? No, Kwai is not like Warthog. Kwai it just released on mainnet there a couple months ago. So Warthog is, I'm not sure what Warthog is doing in terms of a blockchain, but Warthog's mining algorithm consists of needing a good CPU matched with a good GPU. It's it's a nice, I guess, one of the most ASIC resistant algorithms I guess you could have because it requires both types of hardware in order to mine. But then again, end of the day, nothing is truly non-ASIC or ASIC proof, I guess. If that is true, why doesn't Wisconsin supply Canada with milk at the scale that we supply the rest of the country? Well, I'm not sure, but I have no idea. I know here, a lot of like in Alberta here anyway, we don't really have we have imports and stuff, but if I go to the grocery store, like everything there is pretty much grown and made in Alberta here. Like most of our stores is like our Alberta beef. We have our cows everywhere. We buy our own meat. We have our own dairy. We have our own chickens. We have, we have our own stuff. And then there's some other rule that they have going on where we're not allowed to have like dairy farms and like egg farms with millions and millions of chickens. We're only allowed like 50,000 here, 100,000 there, like, and they're all spread out throughout the country, so that if there's ever a bird flu outbreak, which seems to be the case that happened in the States, now you have less producers with massive farms. You get one case of bird flu and now all your birds get wiped out. Now you have a massive shortage on eggs, where in our case you have a whole bunch of producers with small farms, and you can more easily single them out. If this farm here gets bird flu or something, you call them and put those birds down, but it doesn't affect the rest of the country. You still have huge supply going on. So that's a lot of things that we do. Is we're not overrun by massive corporations controlling everything. Like I said, it's about just like crypto mining, centralized versus non-centralized. We have a lot more smaller groups out there instead of just a few large ones. Does that kind of make sense? Kind of on all that. So, but again, I don't know. But if you just go out and Google it, you can see that when it comes to the milk and dairy, it's all free trade up to a certain point. Then when you need more because you have a shortage or something, then there's a tariff based on that. But that tariff has only been hitting once since the agreement ever happened. My buddy has chickens. I got tons of eggs. Yeah, we have neighbors that have chickens and stuff too. So like we can get a lot of eggs for free and everything as well. Getting 28 eggs a day from our chickens, my biological egg miners. Yeah, a lot of people are doing that too. Like I want my own chickens as well. Like, having, you get a couple chickens, that's a couple free eggs a day. You don't eat eggs every day. You maybe eat them every second or third day. It adds up pretty. Next thing you have a carton of eggs. Then they start packing up even more. Then you got to give them away because you have too many darn eggs. So, it depends where you are and how you do it, but Canadians do way better than Chinese, though. Chickens poop daily, breakfast daily. Flux is one of the U.S. cryptos. They have multiple NASCAR sponsorships in place. Flux Core is out of alpha, and Flux is NVIDIA's only official blockchain partner. I'm all in on Flux. I think that's more of a PR campaign. I still waiting for Flux to actually do something. They want to do something. They keep saying they're doing all this stuff, but there still hasn't really been any action. It's like, we're going to do this, we're going to have that. And, they started talking about proof of useful work first, but then, it took them, and how many other blockchains came out before them. So they just got to do less talking and more action. Less talking, they're 100% a PR team. They need to actually have things being, they are getting stuff built on them. They are doing this. Again, I'm not a blockchain or miner person, but there's still no value coming into Flux. They're supposed to be doing all this stuff, but nobody seems to care. So they can say anything they want and get as many sponsorships as they want until people start using Flux and using the entire ecosystem and buying Flux to use it. It's all pointless in my mind. So Flux needs to stop on the PR campaign and start actually getting stuff done. I don't trust Zelcore. Yeah, a lot of people have been losing a lot of their coins lately with Zelcore. So, obviously that's just be misclicks, clicking on the wrong links, doing this, user error, a lot of that could be the majority of it. But yeah, who knows? I don't like Zelcore. I only use it when I have to, and that is for the Flux ecosystem. Other than that, I think Cadena might be on Tangent now. I got to check that out, so I might be able to move it off there. But yeah, I don't know. But hopefully, I hope all these coins. I hope Flux does amazing. I hope all these proof of work coins do amazing because we really need it. But I do think, I don't know. We need a lot more people coming in and using the proof of work chains. U.S. crypto is a scam. There's no way to enforce it. Just because a Genesis block was created from a U.S. VPS doesn't mean it's advantageous to the U.S. economy. Yeah, that's the thing too. Talking, I don't understand. It's supposed to be U.S. based. Is that what's going on here? Hey, Flux, the U.S. crypto. It doesn't matter. So maybe the company or the whatever, but crypto is crypto. Now, Flux, did Flux actually say they're a U.S. crypto, or are you just saying that because whatever that? Now, from what I always gather, Flux is always promoting themselves as, the most decentralized proof of work chain. Now, if you try to bring in decentralized and then try to claim you're from this country, that already goes against each other and you're bashing heads. Decentralized means worldwide, nodes everywhere, miners everywhere. Who cares where, whatever it is, nodes throughout the world should be minting the coin, not in a certain country or something. So if you're trying to, just say you're a decentralized chain, but then claim you are, we're US based, that is already smashing and going against everything you've been saying. So I don't know. They have moved their headquarters to Miami. Oh, so they moved their, like who cares where a crypto's headquarters is? Does it really matter? They were founded in the UK. They claim U.S. origin. Their current headquarters in. I don't follow blockchains. That's all, and all this stuff, and that's more on the politics side. When it comes to me, it's about crypto mining profits. Decentralization on a chain. Are there nodes being flown? I saw Meowcoin the other day. They're encouraging people right now to try and set up more Meowcoin nodes to try to make their chain a little more decentralized. Step number one, if you want to help decentralize any chain, doesn't matter what it is, run a node. It doesn't matter where you live. There's 1,000 nodes in the US, and you want to add another one in the US, add another node. You're in a different country, add a node. That's step number one to decentralizing chain, is firing up and running your own node. If it's a proof of work chain, obviously. Second step is, mining and helping the decentralization of hash rate spreading between different pools, or maybe you're soloing to that own node, which would be the ultimate way to help decentralize, is mining to your own node as well. Influx Technologies company. Okay, all this Flux stuff going on. Miner prices coming down at all? Some are. They were going up again, and then they're coming back down. So I don't know. I think we're going to see miner prices fluctuate like the crypto market. We'll see monthly spikes and monthly drops. Have you gotten a BTC node going yet? No, not at the moment, but I do plan on maybe setting that up here soon, possibly. They were on the same though for soloing. Yeah, I struck a deal with energy supplier to get 7p kilowatt hours, 10 cents for 5 hours midnight and 5 a.m. Thinking to start up some rigs during that time. Nice, Jock McMiner. You want your own chickens? Scaper wants his own chickens. Kwai's looking interesting, but that's GeoPoo. Yeah, Feral Pony. Yeah, it's GPU mining for sure. Yes, maskless. I want low latency. They created the blockchain that they use for soloing. What do you got? Anything else stuff going there? All right. So anyway, I don't know. I guess we didn't really accomplish anything. What's there to mine? We don't really know. Everything kind of sucks right now. Like AMD 6400. Like, this is at 15-cent power. That is rough. That is freaking rough. I can't believe how rough things are. Massive hardware sell-off should start happening. Like, I've been saying this for 4 years now, is that this cycle is probably going to be a massive GPU reset. And we're seeing that. We're seeing people really not want to mine crypto anymore. And when I say that, there's still some miners out there. Obviously, when it comes to proof of work, GPU mining is the most popular, and we're starting to see people give up. So there's probably going to be a huge hardware sell-off happening within the next 1 to 2 years, meaning 2029, we may finally see GPU profits again. And who knows what the next coin could be? Like another early Kaspa, another early this. Remember, I'm not saying Kaspa long term. I'm saying early. If you got in early, you probably made yourself a lot of freaking money doing that. Early Alephium, same type of case there. Everyone back in Ethereum were dual mining ETH plus Kaspa, Alephium plus Kaspa, or ETH plus Alephium, Ethereum plus Kaspa. But imagine if you weren't dual mining. Yeah, the Ethereum is where all the the money and stuff was. But imagine if you were just straight mining Kaspa then, or straight mining Alephium when there was hardly any hash rate, or you only had the dual miners, so only using half their card with low hash rate. So very small hash rate. So imagine if you were actually pointing your rigs directly on that when there's nobody on it pretty much. And the block rewards were extremely high that they mined out, 60% of the chain in the first 6 months or something. And you got in on all that yields, and then it went to its 20 cents or something, you would have made way more money than Ethereum ever made you mining during 2021. But you would have had to wait a little bit. So, just taking that type of experience moving forward on spec coins and stuff, what's the next coin that could release in the next, maybe it's even going to release this year. Maybe it's going to release next year. And it'll be, in 3 years' time from now, some major spec coin that does a huge pump and then drops off again. So we still got to keep our eyes out for those type of things because they're going to happen. They're going to come. But overall, I do think 2029, hopefully we will start to see the profits come back again because this cycle, so many people will finally be like, I'm done with this. I am out of here. And then we'll be happy again. Hopefully. We'll see. Sold off 50% of my RTX 40 series cards and just bought the dip. Nice. That's definitely a way to do it. I'm selling my 223070s and 43090s for BTC miners and doing mineral oil cooling. That's interesting, Bleach. Now, how is that long? Like I don't know how to explain it. I never really done the numbers. I never fully looked into it, but I partially looked into the whole liquid cooling aspect and all that. But long term, is it really worth it in that? Because it all depends on your power price. But now you got to get extra. It's a whole bunch of extra costs to run all that liquid cooling stuff. And I always kind of look back. I'm like, now you need more room for all these tanks and stuff. Now you got to use even more power running all these pumps and stuff for the cooling. Then you got to buy the cooling, and then you got to fill the cooling. Then you got to, swap out the cooling when, it gets old or whatever and dirty and stuff. So long term, is liquid cooling with the mineral oils and all that at a scale level really worth those costs and time? I'm wondering, but mineral oil immersion isn't good long term. Can burn up your miners and the cleanup sucks. Yeah, I was wondering, remember that was that what was that, an Octa-miner? Was it the Octa-miner cooling case, the liquid cooled one, where you could, it'd fit one ASIC or something in it? Sure, it's expensive. It was a small level like that, different, but it required 220 volt on its own, and it used an extra 15 to 1,000, what is that, 1,000 to 2,000 watts just to run the pumps and everything on top of the power that you got to use on your miner. Now, sure, you're cutting the fans and stuff off, but the fans on that one miner are not using they're not only using 100 watts, 150 watts, the fans, and now you got to use 1,000 watts just to run the freaking pumps for this liquid cooling. So obviously something small scale like that isn't built for efficiency. It's there to look cool and be whatever. So it's the stupidest idea ever. But, why would you want to, now instead of having a 3,300 watt Bitcoin miner, now you have a 4,300 watt Bitcoin miner, same hash rate, less efficiency because you're doing that liquid cooling. You're not using pumps. So how does it go? How does it circulate the liquid if you're not using pumps? Oh, you're just putting it in there. Oh, you're just letting it sit there? You're no, the liquid's not moving at all for you? Don't you gotta go through I don't know, maybe not. You gotta get it to move through a cooler and stuff. You can't just sit it in the oil. If you sit it in the oil, how's it cool itself? It needs to pump through, a rad or something to keep it cool, because if it's just sitting there, then it's like a hot tub. And then your miner will just eventually turn the oil into a temperature that's too hot, and then it won't cool it at all because the oil's hotter than the miner, or at the same temperature as the miner, and then it'll just slowly keep getting hotter and hotter and hotter. You're using a special chips to cool. You're cooking. Oh, no problem. No, I'm curious because I don't know. I never, I never really looked into it, and I was always curious because it does use extra power. It's extra cost to get all that stuff, and then maintenance and more maintenance. And I'm just curious, is it really worth liquid cooling ASIC miners? Because for some reason, I don't think it is. But again, I never really looked into it. Now, home mining, it probably doesn't make any sense. Maybe industrial level, if you got a huge farm and everything's set up, maybe it works better because some large farms do that. But again, I don't know. Voids the warranty unless you use probably a Bitmain specially designed container. Or I guess you use their actual liquid cooled miners. It's 5 amps to cool down to negative 28 below zero. Negative 28 of 5 amps. What the heck? How does that work? That's insane. That's crazy. But anyway, guys, we have been here for, a little over an hour. But I'm going to say we're going to wrap this one up today, though. But I do appreciate you guys all showing up for this live stream. Maybe we'll be back tomorrow for our live AMA action. I'll see you guys on the next one. Where's my button?
Rabid out.